Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? My name is Shraddha.
Hello, Shraddha. How are you?
I'm doing good. How do I say your name?
My name is Ramzan.
Ramzan. Nice to meet you, Ramzan. Where are you from?
I am from India,
You're from India. Where in India?
in Jammu and Kashmir.
Oh, very neat. I'm from the US, but my parents are from Gujarat.
Okay, so I worked in Gujarat for 2 years.
Did you?
Yes,
What area do you know?
Ahmedabad.
Oh, yep. That is where my family is from, right near the whole area, but that is the main city for sure.
Yes.
Ah, very nice. I haven't been there for a long time though. It's been almost 15 years for me.
So from 15 years, you never came to India?
No, I have not been to India in 15 years. Mainly
Okay.
because all of my family is here now, so nobody to visit.
Okay, so means your family settled there in US, and then after you grown up there and started your career over there, right?
Exactly. So my mom, my dad, my grandparents, aunts, uncle, everybody is here. So now if I go to India, I would go as a tourist because there's nobody there for me to
Okay.
visit.
So
Very nice.
what
Did
you
you
are
like
doing?
Ahmedabad?
Yes, I liked Ahmedabad. Actually, that is a smart city now.
Uh-huh.
There was a little bit of pollution in the area which is not near to Ahmedabad city, but I was living away from Ahmedabad, but working in the company which was located in Ahmedabad.
Okay, got it. So where you lived, was there a lot of pollution there or more where your company was?
I mean, in the center of the Ahmedabad, that was Navrangpura, so that was a good
Mm-hmm.
city,
Mm-hmm.
and there was no pollution at all because there were the people who were little advanced. I mean, like you are settled in US, so in the same way, those people were living there who are already settled in the US. I mean, those were the rich people
Okay,
over
so
there.
there was like we call it an expat community.
Yes, yes, yes. The high
Yeah.
standard people were there.
Yeah, so they come from there's another term for it. What is it called? Said expat. It's an Indian term that they use when somebody who is coming from they're originally from India but settled in the US but have a house in India still. There's a word for that. I cannot think of it right now as
Yes,
well
yes,
too.
yes.
Very nice. What type of company was it?
That was a software company, so I was working as a software engineer over there.
Nice. Do you like it?
Yes, I liked that because that was my first job over there. So I
Okay.
placed from my college, and there was a company in the Ahmedabad where I worked for 2 years, and for the 6 months in the beginning, I completed my training in the same company.
Okay.
So I learned a lot.
That's always good, right? Especially when it's your first job, when you learn a lot, then you feel like, okay, your confidence gets better, right?
Yes, correct, correct.
Very nice. So
So,
what are you doing now?
yes, I started my own freelancing work, and now I'm working from home.
Ah, nice. Do you like working from home better or working at an office in a company?
Basically, I left my company when at the starting of COVID-19. So the problem was
Oh,
like all the company, I mean, employees were shifted to home, and they were trying to do the work from home. So at that moment, I was not thinking that I am getting any benefit from the company. Why? Because when we are working in a company, so at that moment we have all the people in our surrounding, and
right.
you know that we have the options to communicate, we have the options to learn from others, but at the time when we are away from the team, so that type of learning we can never expect from our home. So I thought that I have to quit that company because I got some clients. So I started working from home, and within 1 month, uh, I was I was having the confidence that if I am quitting my job, then I can start my business properly.
Do it
So
your
in
own
that
thing.
way, I started my, yeah.
Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, and it seems to be something that is very common that's happened to a lot of people as well too.
Yes,
I'm a
yes.
physical therapist and I work in the schools. And when, as a physical therapist working in the school, doing it this way is very hard because I have to tell the parents, okay, do this, do this, do this. What do you feel? Is he, lifting the leg up high? It's very hard versus when you have the whole team there, the teacher, me, the other working with the children is completely different. And you feel more like you're learning from each other as opposed to just
Yes, yes.
lonely, just one-on-one, just you and your customer or your client. There's nobody else to next to you to talk with or to get ideas from. Is that what
Yes,
you
yes.
mean?
Yes, yes. Actually, in that way, the productivity gets generated when we are working with the team. And if we
Yeah.
are alone, then according to me, it was not making any sense for me because if I had needed any support, then I tried to send the message to the other team member, and they were not replying quickly.
Right.
Because if we are in the same lab, I
Hmm.
mean, where all the team members are working, and immediately we have needed help, then we can just communicate by asking the questions and all. But if
Right.
we are doing the chatting, so at that moment the communication becomes slow,
Right.
and in that way we waste a lot of time.
Yeah, I agree. Because right now, like if you were my client, right, and I'm talking to you
Yes.
and I have a question, I can't be like, okay, let me just, do this and instant message somebody as opposed to hold one moment, ask a question and come back, right? That's more proper than me typing while the person's talking. It almost does not seem like it's proper, or maybe some people might find it rude doing it that way. They feel like you're doing, emailing somebody when you're supposed to be giving them attention a lot of times too.
Yes, yes, correct.
I can understand that.
So yes, yes, of course. So you are working there, and you are more comfortable over there. I mean, instead of living in India.
I've never lived in India. I was born and raised here.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
so
you are no more interested to visit India.
now I will with my son, with my family, because I want to show him India. But
Okay.
yeah, but not to live there. No. I
Yes, yes.
Whenever I go
You
there,
waste.
everybody knows I'm foreign, even though I look Indian. But when I'm talking, or even when I'm just standing and walking, I look different. So I'm a foreigner
Yes,
over
yes.
there. They look at me, they're like, no, you are not Indian, you're a foreigner.
Yes, yes, and even your standard has been upgraded now, and most of the people who are living there, they don't prefer to spend more time in India because we have not that type of culture here.
I think it's different, right? There are some things about India that I think is better over there than here.
Yes, yes.
Family life is better there than here. Here is very lonely. Everybody has their own house and does their own job and takes care of their own kids. There's not much helping each other. That's not the culture here.
Okay.
In India, you know, you have your, husband, wife, and you have kids, but you have his parents, his brother or sister. Everybody's nearby and you help each other more and you get together more like that. Here is very like work, 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 school, 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 go to sleep, work, school, go to sleep. It's very, there's not a good balance here. So
You mean that there is a fast life over there, right?
yeah, fast where you don't actually enjoy it. You're just doing it, like I have to do this, I have to do this, but you don't actually stop and say, okay, I have a house, but I'm not enjoying my house because I'm just working, working all the time to afford my house. You see what I mean? Hmm. So
Yes, yes, I got it.
yeah, so you don't appreciate it as much.
Yes.
We have a few seconds, but it was good talking to you, Ramzan. I hope you have a
Okay,
good day.
thank you for your time.
Good luck.